You understand that this crypto pump is about to end and you want to short the market. However, you're not sure which coin you want to short, you're not sure when you want to enter into your short, and you want to know when you have to exit. This video is going to answer all the three questions. Currently, I opened the Arbitrum USDT chart on TradingView on the 30-minute time frame, and I want to identify why shorting Arbitrum now makes most amount of sense. And currently, I just opened an Arbitrum short position and I'm already 2.35% in profit. If we come back to the TradingView chart, we can actually open a couple of indicators on the chart to be able to perform a better technical analysis for Arbitrum. Now, I just put TPO indicator, which is a time price opportunity, which shows the POC levels for Arbitrum. Now, the POC levels, they are called point of control levels. They basically show where Arbitrum is tend to move in the short term. Now, after I basically put this indicator into place, and zoom out the chart, I can identify two very clear levels. One level is a 44-cent zone. This is basically an upper part where Arbitrum might move next in case we have a bullish market. And we have another black line, which is at a 38 cent, which is the bearish condition. In case the Arbitrum is going to fall, it's most probably going to touch or retest the 38 cent area. Why? Because simply we have the POC levels there. The POC level is formed whenever the price spends most amount of time in that place. And this automatically becomes the support and resistance zone. Now, at the bottom of the chart, you can see my cycle indicators. And these cycle indicators basically tells you when is the best opportunity to enter the short and exit the short, okay? Now, if you take a look at the bottom of the screen, you'll see the 30-minute indicator, which shows the price prediction for the immediate short term. Now, if I zoom in, and basically I check this indicator right here, I can see that this is at the bottom. So most probably we're gonna go up. Maybe we're gonna retest the 42 cents area. Okay, now the 2-hourly cycle is showing how the price is going to move within the next few hours, and we can see that currently the 2-hour cycle is falling. So we cannot really expect much upside potential. Most probably we might retest some area that's above 41 cents, and then we're gonna fall even more. The 4-hour cycle, which is showing the behavior of the financial asset for the next few days, is currently at the top, meaning that the longer term trend is about to reverse very soon. Same for the 12-hourly cycle. 12-hourly cycle is my favorite one, and it's currently at the top, and it was already at the top since the 5th of August, meaning that this move right here is already overextended. We should be retracing very, very soon. Now, if you want to get access to these indicators, you have to go to strategymaster.io or strategymaster.substack.com. Here, there's a trading newsletter where I write articles about technical analysis. I use cycle indicators in every single article. I tell my entries, my exits, and basically I show the best possible entry opportunities for cryptocurrency market. If you want to have access to the indicators yourself, all you have to do, you have to go here, click gift a subscription, then basically select individual, select the plan for 48 euros, 42 euros, or $49 per month. This entitles you to all premium indicators, which are actually not even 2, but now 6 indicators that you can use on your own time. And basically these indicators will allow you to assess the situation better and allow you to find these exit and entry points. Now, that's not all. That's not all. I want to also enable this indicator right here on the screen. This indicator adds the green and red background colors for any financial asset. The red color shows overbought zones. For example, here is a clearly overbought zone. Here is a slightly overbought zone. Here is a clearly overbought zone. Here's a slightly overbought zone. Here is a clearly overbought zone. Now, after the red color, most possibly the asset goes down, forms a green zone, forms a bottom, and then resumes to the upside. Here, as you can see, Arbitrum is a very weak asset, so it continued to fall after building the top right here. And it was going up actually in an overextended move. We had twice this red color, then again it went down, and we can expect a very similar behavior right now, going down, forming a bottom, and from there going top, or maybe even forming a bottom and then falling even more and forming even a bigger bottom somewhere here where we have the POC level. Now, the premium subscription of Strategymaster also provides you access to the exact points, the buy and sell entries. Let me remove all the unnecessary parts from the screen. I got rid of all the paintings I did before, and now I can clearly see the buy and sell signals on the chart. Right here, below the chart, we have the buy signal right here, and here we have the sell or short signal. Here we didn't even have a buy signal because the market was very weak, but again, here we have a short signal right here. Now, kind of a same situation right here. We didn't even have a proper buy signal, and we simply have a short or simply exit long signals. Now, this is not the best signal. Why? Because the 4-hourly cycle was rising. You want to enter shorts only when the 4-hourly cycle or the 12-hourly cycle are falling or they are above 80. Same situation here. You can see that the 4-hourly cycle is still at the bottom, so you don't want to short here. Kind of a very similar situation here. The 4-hourly cycle is still rising. Well, these two signals, they're legit ones because the 4-hourly cycle now is above 80. The market is clearly shifting trends. The 12-hourly cycle is also overbought, and the 2-hourly cycle is also overbought, which means that most probably we're going to go down and we're going to have a profitable short position, which is already opened on the BTCC crypto exchange. I'm a lead trader there. If you want to copy trade me, you can copy trade me, but I don't recommend that. What I recommend is to understand the cycles, use cycle indicators, and actually become a better trader yourself. Now, if I go into the past, I can see many buy and sell signals. Most of them are profitable. Here we have a lot of buy signals right here. And after entering a long, you exit somewhere there. Same thing here, you enter the buy signal here, and basically here you are break even. Now, these tokens like Arbitrum USDT, they are negative tokens. What I mean by that is that they perform really bad against Bitcoin and they fall in price more time than actually go up. That's why shorting these tokens may make most amount of sense. For example, this situation right here, well, the 12-hourly cycle is at the top, the 4-hourly cycle is at the top as well. We simply can short it down until the 4-hourly cycle makes a bottom. And basically here we close our short. We are in a very similar situation right here. Here we made a 17% profit. If you use leverage, like I use the 3x leverage I use for this position, and you make 17% profit, you actually up by almost 60%, by actually 50%, which is an amazing number. Now, if you want to know which coins you should actually short and which ones you should long, you should always compare them against Bitcoin. So Arbitrum Bitcoin, you open this pair right here. No, that's actually a bad chart. Bitfinex, I don't really like this exchange. It doesn't show us anything. Arbitrum Bitcoin, let's try Binance. Well, slightly better chart. But if you want to see a normal chart, you write RBUSDT / BTCUSDT. And now you're going to have a proper chart. And in this situation, basically, you slightly zoom out, you will see that Arbitrum is actually not performing well against Bitcoin. For a short period amount of time, yes. Now, in this kind of mini altcoin season, Arbitrum performed really well up until the end of July, and from there we simply are going down. As you can see, now we are overbought once again. What's going to happen right now? I'm pretty sure we're going to reverse and we're going to go low, maybe even we're going to go lower, and my short position will be very, very profitable. Now, some coins are not worth shorting. For example, Ethereum. Ethereum looks very strong against Bitcoin, and if you want to short Ethereum, don't do that because the trend of Ethereum is very positive. Ethereum can shoot up any minute. You don't want to short such coins. Which coins are good for shorting? Coins that are performing very bad against Bitcoin. For example, Pol BTC. Again, I'm not happy about the chart, but if you take a look at the chart, it doesn't look that good. We made a top end of July, we went down. Oh, sorry for that. We see some sort of bullish continuation for Polygon, but I'm really not convinced, especially if I zoom out and take a look at the daily chart. It is clear Polygon is falling behind Bitcoin, and most probably it's not going to perform well. It's going to go up until the 1-week cycle makes a top, and then it's going to reverse again. So it will be a perfect time to short Polygon within the next month, especially month of September. Shorting cryptocurrencies can be very profitable. Subscribe for this channel, watch my videos. If you want to see more trading opportunities, like and comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe to Strategymaster.io in order to understand how cycle indicators actually work and how you can use them to make profitable trades. See you in the next one.